Shane just basically saying, I've realised what it is, the next film, and it's going to be this story about when me growing up. You've got the political side with Thatcher, you've got the miners' strikes, you've got all those things that we both remembered. And I remember Shane just writing this opening paragraph sort of saying about before Game Boys, before PlayStations, before all the kids looked the same, there was this time when there were punks, mods, skinheads, new romantics, and this really sort of captured in this opening paragraph this tribal thing about the 80s and about how, belonging to one of those tribes. It opens with the archive footage, and you cut to a young boy and you see he's going to school. It's the last day of school. He has this terrible day at school in which he gets bullied, he has a fight, and he's a loner. He's a loner. He doesn't really want to be there. On the way home from school, in this really bad day, he meets just a gang of skinheads are in an underpass, and he meets them, and they're funny, they're witty.
What bloody hell's up with you, face ache? Oh, come and sit down for a bit.
And he has a bit of a laugh with them. They take him out for the day hunting, and slowly and surely, he becomes part of the gang.
Basically, I used to go out hunting when I was about 11, 12 years old with this group of skinheads, and they were all absolutely crazy. And me and this lad Gadget, who wasn't my sort of friend at the time, but we became friends over this hunting day because they made us do all these mad challenges. And today's the day where I've got all the casting. I'm just about to go on the bus. I've just been crying my eyes out with laughter at Shimmy's hair.
Agent Andrew Ship.
Where they actually get to sort of half dress themselves and experiment a bit with their costumes.
He has the haircut, he gets the shirt, he gets the trousers, and he feels he belongs, and things look good, and there's this sort of sense. Then it's the summer holidays, and that idea that you do loads of summer holidays seem like life-changing. Halfway through the story, the character Combo comes back. He's been in prison. You can tell that he was highly regarded. He's formed some opinions in prison that are not great, and as soon as he comes back, you get a sense of menace and that he's become racist. And it affects the gang. There's Milky in the gang, who's a black skinhead. He takes character Sean, under his wing a little bit, and Sean sees, his dad's not around, so he's looking for a father figure. And what he saw firstly with Woody, he sees that in Combo.
It's like looking in the mirror. 20 years ago when I was 12, taking swings at big men.
I don't know, I just don't like people speaking about my dad, even in a nice way. I don't even like people speaking about the war.
You loved him, didn't you?
Yeah.
And then slowly and surely the menace of the racism goes from sort of jokey stuff to a National Front meeting, and then to sort of an event at the end, which is really horrific. And in 6 weeks, this young boy goes from being a boy to a man. The core of it is autobiographical, but each person that comes into that process, Shane sees something and then allows that character to breathe. Joe, who played Woody, was a really funny guy, and so why not allow them to be funny in those scenes?
I have been preparing, it'd be a lie to say I hadn't, a few pull-ups, I'll show you one now if you like. See, like that, a few of them every morning.
The costumes and the haircuts, we actually did them a bit in advance so that A, the girl's hair would look more real, it had grown out a little bit. B, it's not a case of just having the costume that looks right, it's that they walk right in it and feel right. I remember the day when we did the haircuts and the costume fittings, put the gear on, put the jacket and the badges and the jeans and the docks. As soon as they put that uniform on, you could see them almost change immediately and become more of a gang because they look the same. My favourite scenes are the tattooing scene, and as you know, Shane's got that tattoo, the same one. So from all those things, they are very autobiographical.
I don't know. Done it?
Yeah.
Sorry.
I think after meeting Tomo, who played Sean, it didn't just become autobiographical about Shane, there was a lot of Tomo's character.
Don't really like acting.
Do you not?
Not much, but it's alright.
Right. But would you like to try out for this film?
Yeah.
Because we're not really looking for an actor.
Yeah.
We're just looking for a kid to sort of be himself.
Yeah.
Just be natural.
The journey that Sean took in the film was a little bit mirrored by the journey that Tomo took in real life, and he had to sort of be in an environment where you throw 80 crew and 40 cast together in an intensive period, and you have to learn to trust and to work with these people. And I think that the relationships in the film that you look at, Stephen Graham, who plays Combo, really took Tomo under his wing and helped and supported him, which I think added to their relationship. So when he came in, there was a very strong father relationship.
Let's go, come on, let's have some fun.
Stephen is actually mixed race. And I think Stephen was really worried about telling Shane this because he thought, oh my God, I won't get the part. Actually, what that added was another layer. You get a sense of turmoil in Combo, that there is inner demons in him that are very strong. There's nothing obvious about that, the way that Stephen portrays that change in Combo. You feel that it's kind of coming up from inside. For me, it's one of the most menacing performances I've ever seen. I don't think Shane ever set out to make a political film, in fact, not at all. It's about caring about those specific characters and the choices they make, and you're on that boy's journey. You could make a film that portrays that time in so many different ways, where ultimately kids are easily influenced, and you can see how the wrong adult father figure or the wrong peers, if you like, can influence the way you think. And it just showed, there was a little bit of just showing that honestly.